Hey, if you're a Motown fan just like me, I'm going to show you the ultimate James Jamerson bass hack today. I'll see you inside the video. Hey, it's James here from eBassGuitar, and last week we were lucky enough to have the legendary British TV bass player Dave Swift come and give a live masterclass for my Bass Lab Plus students over at eBassGuitar. Dave has played with literally everyone from Paul McCartney through to George Harrison, Ray Davies to Ronnie Wood, James Taylor to Shaka Khan. The list just keeps going on and on. And one of the things he says he absolutely loves to do when he's practicing is transcribe, just like me. And he has transcribed loads and loads of James Jamerson. And he shared this incredible transcription of Darling Dear, the great Jackson 5 tune here. And one of the things he said is it could be very, very overwhelming learning a tune like this because every single bar is different that Jamerson plays. But what you can do is when you're learning these lines is you can isolate them into one bar grooves. And he shared the incredible thing is that you can actually create new and very interesting bass lines and bass riffs from just one or two single bars. And that's what I'm going to show you in this lesson today. So for me, breaking down these legendary bass lines into one bar grooves really is the ultimate hack. But before we hit the lesson content today, I want you to know this is a completely free PDF which comes with this lesson so you can see everything we're discussing today written out in standard notation and tab. There's a link in the description below. Also, I would love to know what is your favorite James Jamerson bass line. Please let me know in the comments below. So today I'm going to show you 3 riffs pulled directly from Darling Dear, then 2 bonus bass lines to show you where this can go. So the first one is from the first bar of the verse, and it sounds like this. So again, I'm just looping one single bar, and as you can hear, there's an incredible bass line there which works over a C minor chord. So let me take that apart. So it starts off with 2 eighth notes, so 3, 4, like that. Then we have 3 16th notes just after the second beat. So it's 1, 2. And those notes are a B flat, a G, and a B flat like that. So the first 2 beats sound like this, 3, 4. Then on beat 3, we have this pattern here, which is simply a C, a B flat, and a G like that. So, and again. So let me put the first 3 beats together. And again. And then beat 4 is simply this line here, which is 2 eighth notes, which is a C, and then we hit this open E like that. And as you can hear, we've created this incredible riff that we can just repeat. Now we're going to play this directly over a C minor chord, which is the original chord from the track. There might be the odd note that you have to tweak. In this case, it's the final E that you might want to consider changing to something else. But let's hear what this line, and I'm going to keep it exactly as the original, sounds like in context with the backing track. As you can hear, we've created a fantastic bass riff which is just literally lifted from the original James Jamerson part. What a great hack. Now let's look at another one of these. So we're going to look at the first bar of the first chorus, and this is over a D minor chord, and it sounds like this, 3, 4. So let's take that apart. So it starts off with 2 eighth notes, like that, make the second one long, and then halfway through the second beat, we play a G sharp to an A like that. So this is the first 2 beats. And again. And then let's move on to the last part of it. The last bit sounds like this. So this is placed halfway through the third beat of the bar. So 1, 2, 3. And those first three notes are a C natural, a C sharp and a D, the 5th, 6th and 7th fret on the G string. And then we bounce back off the open D string and then hit the C sharp like that at the end. Don't forget, this is all written out in the PDF which comes with this lesson. So the riff sounds like this. Anyway, let's play this with a backing track so you can hear what it sounds like in context. So as you can hear, another fantastic bass riff there. Let's move on to the third one that I'm going to show you today, and this is real classic James Jamerson, and it sounds like this. And this is from the second bar of the bridge, and it works over an E flat chord with an F in the bass. You might want to think of this as an F11 chord. If you just want to simplify it even further, just think of it as a straight F7. Anyway, let's take it apart. Now the first beat even is just this. So it's a low F, a high F there, and then we're going to bounce back to the open string like that. So like so, and then we have this chromatic line just after the second beat of the bar, and that C, so the notes, let's take the notes apart. It's a B flat, a B natural and a C, and that C lands directly on the third beat. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So let's play the first two beats. Wonderful little bass line in itself. Now let's put the rest of it in. So the last two beats are this. And that line is placed halfway through the third beat of the bar. And so it starts off an E flat, an E natural and an F, like that. So 2, 3. And that F lands directly on the fourth beat. And then on the last two 16th notes of the bar, we play an open G and come back to the F. So the line sounds like this. 2, 3. And again, 2, 3. So let's put the whole bar together. So a classic Jamerson there, and works as a really cool bass riff in isolation. So let's play it with the backing track so you can hear it in context. So guys, if you're enjoying this video and the bass hacks and the bass lines that I'm showing you today, please can I ask you to subscribe to the channel. There's a red button somewhere around this video. We release a new video every single week here at eBassGuitar, designed especially for the beginner to intermediate bass player. So make sure you hit that red button and the bell icon, and you'll be the first to know when a new lesson goes live. So at the beginning of this lesson, I promised to give you two bonus riffs as well. So the first one is, why not extend these into 2-bar passages? So what Jamerson does brilliantly with 1-bar riffs can also work with 2 bars here. So I've taken one from the end, bar 7 and 8 of chorus 1, and it's over a bar of B flat major 7 to a bar of F like so. And this is the line that he plays. I'll just slow that down for you again. So 3, fart. I'll put this in the PDF which comes with the lesson, but as you can hear, there's a brilliant bass line which works perfectly over a bar of B flat and a bar of E flat. So let's play it with the backing track so you can hear this piece of genius in action. So the last bonus idea I want to leave you with is, why don't you make a completely new bass line or a hybrid bass line from two isolated ideas within the track? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take example 1 that we covered, and then example 3, which is the one that worked over the E flat over F chord, and put them together. So the second one sounds like this. So let's put them together and you'll hear we get this really cool 2-bar bass line. Fantastic, classic Jamerson, and you can use it in your own bass playing. So to finish off this lesson, I'm going to show you this 2-bar hybrid bass line in action with the backing track. Then I'm also going to break out a little bit so you can see the ideas that I would naturally play over this chord sequence, many of which are inspired directly by the great James Jamerson. So this is the final example in context. Guys, that's the end of today's lesson. If you've enjoyed it, make sure you download that free PDF so you can see everything we've discussed today written out in standard notation and tab. Also, if you want to check out the whole of Dave Swift's masterclass so you can see more about how these great concepts work, make sure you check out the Bass Lab Plus over at eBassGuitar, because the recording of that masterclass is directly in there. So click the link in the description below and you can take the Bass Lab Plus for a spin completely free for 14 days. There's a link in the description below. Cheers, I've been James from eBassGuitar.com. Catch you next time.